Hi and welcome back to my channel. So this is my husband, Ron. You want to say hi to people?
Oh, hello.
So I've had so much good feedback about, girls commenting and saying that the video has been so helpful. Well, all the videos that I've done about dating a soldier, being engaged to a soldier, that I kind of want to do. So you're dating a soldier in basic training, soldier's point of view. And basically my husband is going to be saying from his perspective, we just got a puppy. So
yes.
That's him. So my husband is going to say from his perspective, because all my videos have been from my perspective. So I have here a bunch of questions that I answered on so you're dating a soldier in basic training. So, you ready? Mm-hmm. So how to be there for him. How did you think that I could be there for you during basic training, or how was I there for you?
Honestly, the best way that anything seemed to have gone great really was the letters. Just any form of communication through family. There were times where she got letters from our friends, and we got letters from family members, from her nieces and nephews, any of that and all of that. Just it really helps when you're out there, because you're literally just stuck with a bunch of other people, whether you're a male or a female. It doesn't really matter. You're just stuck with them, and you're stuck with them for a long time, so they get on your nerves. So having that little reminder of home, it helps a lot.
So my nieces and nephews, they're 5 and 6, and when I would send him letters, they would draw pictures for him, and I would put it inside the letters. How do you think one should be understanding during your soldier is in basic training?
I mean, you just have to, just keep going forward, and you have to remember that this is it's going to be a long process, whether they join the National Guard, the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, Coast Guard, any of it, no matter what it is. It's going to be a long journey, and it's going to be a stressful, change, especially from being, from a regular civilian and then changing over to military and learning all about everything. Not only is it going to be difficult for the soldier, but it can be difficult for you as well. If you're the recipient of the soldier, that
girlfriend, significant other.
That's a moving truck, because we have people who just moved in.
How should the significant other know whether this military lifestyle is for them?
There's no way to know that it is for you. I mean, no matter what, you're gonna have to deal with. If you stay with them, wish to pursue and
so basically,
keep going
it's
forward,
kind of like
you're gonna have to endure. Like it's not something easy. It's something very difficult.
So I guess the way I knew this lifestyle was for me is that obviously I loved my husband so much that I believed in this career he wanted to pursue, that I was willing to endure whatever the lifestyle had to bring. So maybe I think that's a way that you'll know whether it's for you, because I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. And like I said in previous videos, no one in my family is in any military branch at all, which has been fun, right, babe?
Oh, absolutely.
I think you won't know if it's for you. It's just kind of like a leap of faith and kind of like hoping for the best and just knowing that you gotta make the best out of everything. So if you're a positive person, if you're gonna endure, and if you're gonna not throw it in your significant other's face like, oh, I moved for you, like I left my school job, whatever it is for you. Like if you know that you're just gonna like take that leap of faith, then this lifestyle might be for you, because this lifestyle, from the little that we've had in this lifestyle, I think you'll agree that everything is either super fast or it's just, you just go with it, you go with the flow.
Yeah.
And
there's one huge saying that's in the military in general, I'd like to believe. But mainly for the Army, I know I hear it all the time. It's be at the right place, the right uniform, the right time, with the right attitude. That's literally all you have to do in the military.
Yeah.
So you just do there and do those, you're going to be able to just go with the flow.
So I think if you're the type of person that is going to look at the positives, that's going to go with the flow and not keep tally marks of what you're going to, I don't want to say sacrifice, but kind of like adjust in your life for your significant other, then this might be for you. But this lifestyle is definitely different, like very different. Like you gotta make the best out of everything, I think.
There's some things that come that are already the best, so.
Loud thought their soldier is in basic training, should they write every day?
Yes, absolutely. Even more than once a day if you can actually manage that, because when you usually don't get the letters every single day during basic, it usually stockpiles, and then after like a few days they'll get all the letters in bulk, and then they get to go through them. And I just remember every night, all of us inside the barracks, every time after we got letters, we would all go to our own bunks and we'd just start reading it, or go to our lockers and and just read it, and just I'd see some of the guys cheering up. I never cried.
This is your layer.
My face leaked water at some points, but I never cried. It really is just, it makes you remember home, and it helps you remind yourself as to why you're doing this and why you're moving forward and doing these things.
Should they send care packages in basic training? Are they allowed to or not?
So you can send a care package, yes, but it's a very limited amount of things that you can send. Like hygiene products is something that you can send, because they go to like a little shop bed where it's got like a small amount of things, and they're usually limited on what they cannot buy. And just being able to get like a toothpaste that they love to remind them of home, or to get them that little laundry detergent that reminds them of the smells. Yes, that reminds them of the smells that that smell great, and of home and everything. Those are small things that you can send. And toilet paper. Because we get single-ply toilet paper in boot camp, and actually throughout this entire time, nothing but single-ply. So getting that double-ply, let me tell you something. That stuff went like hotcakes. They're using that as currency left and right. You want some toilet paper, dog? They'd be like,
next level apparatus.
I'll give you 40 stamps.
What should they not put in their letters? Like, is there anything they should not put?
Put any, provocative pictures or anything like that. Because sometimes the drill sergeants or drill instructors, no matter what the branch is, they could sometimes read it. And, that's something that's slightly embarrassing. If you're going to have something like that, keep it for your time when you're together. Wait for that time. Don't
draw a winky face.
Yeah.
Don't know what it means. Funny story. What is it that you told me about the stickers? What did the stickers do in the letters that they did?
Anytime that you write your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend in the military, and you send them a letter, you please, it really helps the soldier. If you put on as many stickers, especially like kissy faces, hearts,
it does
any
not
of
help.
those, and make sure it's in a pink envelope. No, you really want to send them this, because when they receive this, their drill sergeant is going to be like, oh, this person is so loved. They're so loved. I want to share that love. Come here, soldier. Come here. Here's your letter. Before you can take this letter, give me 20 push-ups for every sticker on here. Yes, drill sergeant. One drill sergeant. Two.
You're so lucky I never put stickers in yours.
So honestly, if you really want to mess with them, put stickers, do colorful things, draw things on there. It'll be great. He's gonna hate it, or she's gonna hate it, but it's gonna be hilarious.
I guess the most serious question that I talked about, and I was a little skeptical to talk about, is if they think that this military lifestyle is not for them in the long run, should they break up with them before they leave to basic training? Or should they just figure it along the way, and then during basic training, if they feel like it's not for them?
Honestly, we've had 2 Dear John letters in basic, and they had 3 Dear Jane letters as well. So basically what that is Dear John, I no longer want to be with you. I'm officially seeing Jody.
You have to say who Jody is.
Jody is basically the military, the dude that's waiting back home to take your chick. And Dear John and Jane letters are basically breaking up, and it really gets it changes the entire atmosphere of everyone inside the barracks, because each fort's different. I know for me, we had a 16-man barracks, so there's 60 of us in this large room, and we start to get on each other's nerves, and we start to feel for one another once, especially when a Dear John or Dear Jane letter comes in.
This is a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, don't break up with them during basic, because sometimes they have the idea.
Okay.
For you as well,
and they care for you, and just seeing that you leaving them during, it's not cool. And if you plan on staying with them, stay with them. If you don't, and you don't see yourself doing any of this into the future or waiting, especially if you're not married, because you're not going to be able to spend too much time with them unless you plan on living outside of the fort waiting for them. It's going to be a long and difficult life, but if you're willing to endure and persevere, then stay with them. But if you're not, then let them know from the get-go, so that way they don't have to think that that when they come out that someone's going to be there for them.
I think an important thing to do, and I love that we did this, is that as soon as he was considering
Enrique, water, el agua.
Let me tell. As soon as he was considering joining the army, like we had a sit down, like we went like deep, like
there's been multiple ones, because actually I was considering this for I'd say about a good year and some change.
Yeah, so it wasn't
about
like
it a lot.
It wasn't like day to night. It was like, okay, I'm thinking of joining, and then months go by. Okay, I still think I'm thinking of joining, and then months went by, and you know what? I think, that I seriously think that this is like the career path I want to take. And then it was that final talk, which is what I mean. Like, let's say that they already know they're gonna go, like that serious talk of, okay, I'm gonna go, and just lay it out there. Like, what are your plans? Because I think as the spouse, whether you like it or not, your life is kind of put on hold, and you have to be okay with it. It's nothing personal, it's nothing like end of the world, but you have to be okay with it. Like if you have a career, if you have a job, if you're going to school, because wherever you go, like if you're gonna get married, or you're gonna wait. So you have to have that serious talk of whether you're gonna wait for his contract to be over, you're gonna get married during, and do you want that lifestyle? Because it is different. It's very different. It's not a normal civilian lifestyle, and I did say that in my other videos, that you don't get the luxuries that other couples do, and you don't realize it until you take that step of, yes, I'm going to wait for you and be with you.
You're dating, it's going to be real hard, because you're
engaged, because you're not together.
If you're that serious, then you probably want to be with them, and you may move off post. I know people that are actually here now, and their significant other lives off post, and they live outside the fort, and they see them every day. They pretty much sleep there and live there all day every day, but they have to have their room in the barracks.
And I agree with you. I really do think that you have to really be honest with yourself. Like, you can love this person, but if deep down you feel like you're not going to be okay with it, then you have to be honest with yourself, because you're going to be hurting them in the long run. From my perspective, I was like, even though I wasn't there, I was hurting with him, because his letters were just so detailed, and he would tell me what he was struggling with. And I could not imagine if at that moment I would have thought, okay, I don't want to be with him, I'm going to break up with him, but I just read this letter where he's telling me he's struggling mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I think that's why it's best to, think about it beforehand.
And in regards to the planning, you can't really plan it out, because
you're going by how the
military is going to tell you. They could tell you 2 weeks prior to your graduation of, AIT, which is the training after your basic, which you learn your job, and you can barely find out then where you're going to be going. So you can't really plan it out as much, but you can tentatively kind of be like, I may go to where you're going to go, or whether I'm going to stay here while you finish up your contract. And once you do that, I can only imagine how difficult it would be at that point, because you're in a long distance relationship, and it's just,
and it sucks.
And,
I know when I was in basic training, I would wanted to run over couples when I would see them. You
get 20 points.
Really?
25 if
nobody wants to see you guys kissing.
Say hi to Sparta.
So this is our puppy Sparta. In case you're wondering what kind of dog is making noise, he is a German Shepherd boxer mix, and we actually adopted him here in El Paso at a non-kill shelter. So he's so cute. That is all that we wanted to say. I hope this video helps. I really do, because like I said before, I know that when I was his girlfriend, when I was his fiance, I was researching and trying to find answers everywhere, in vlogs, and YouTube videos. So I really do hope this helps, and if you decide, this is where you're at right now, I truly do hope that you're being strong. I hope you have a support system. I hope you have positive people. If your family isn't positive, I hope you have positive friends. If your friends aren't positive, I hope you have positive family members, because you do need it. And I know right now, if you're separated, it sucks and you feel like time is gonna go so slow, but trust me, time is gonna go fast. Keep yourself occupied.
Occupied.
Keep yourself occupied. Have hobbies.
Listen to the DJ. How'd you say it?
Shut up!
Khaled.
Calihad.
Listen to DJ Calihad.
You know what? I had a moment. I do hope that you are doing great, and I hope that it works out for you and your soldier. Whatever way works best for you guys. I hope you guys have the best. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. See you guys.